Hi everyone, and welcome to our webinar, How to Apply to Teach in the USA with EPI. My name is Jessica and I work as a content coordinator for EPI. I am from the mountains of North Carolina, and before working for EPI, I taught English at the community college level. And today I will be talking with you about EPI's application process and answer any questions that you might have. You can use the comment box to ask us questions, and we will answer them in the comments throughout today's presentation. Please keep in mind that we won't be able to answer questions about your specific application for privacy reasons. All of those should be emailed to team@teachwithepi.com, where one of our trained admissions specialists will be able to assist you. So today we will be talking about how to apply to teach in the U.S. with Educational Partners International. During this webinar, we will be going over how to start your application and what documents you will need for it. We will also explain the purpose of the application and give you some tips that will make the process go as quickly as possible. If you are joining us for the first time, we are Educational Partners International, or EPI for short, and we are a cultural exchange program that brings international teachers to teach in K-12 schools in the United States. We are so dedicated to facilitating cultural exchange in the U.S. because EPI believes sharing knowledge across cultures and venues improves understanding among teachers, students, administrators, and members of the communities in which we live. This is our core mission here at EPI, to help exchange knowledge and information between cultures so that we can understand each other better and work together to create a global community. Educational Partners International is an exchange visitor program authorized to sponsor teachers for K-12 placement in public, private, and charter schools in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, and Florida. We place teachers in all subjects taught in K-12 schools, so that means not only foreign languages and English as a second language, but also math, science, art, special education, elementary education, and many more. While we work with schools across the southern United States, our home office is in North Carolina, which is about where the marker is on the map on your screen. We would love to know where you are from too, so please take the time to tell us in the comments. And wherever you are joining us from, thank you so much for watching. So now that you have some background on who we are, it is important to understand EPI's process. So our process for bringing teachers like you to the United States looks like this. First, you complete an application so that we know you are eligible for our program and will be a strong candidate for cultural exchange. The application process includes filling out a thorough online form, uploading official documents, and 2 interviews with the EPI team members. After you've completed the application process, you are moved to the approved stage where you interview at one of our partner schools. Once you have completed a successful school interview, you are placed in the school and become an official EPI teacher. So let's take a closer look at the first step, the application. So EPI's application is thorough and it serves many purposes. Filling it out creates a professional profile for schools to look at when they are considering teachers for interviews. It also helps you collect the documents that you will need to get a visa, travel to the United States, and to get a teaching license. Finally, we use the information you provide on the application to decide whether or not you meet our eligibility requirements. So some of the requirements for being an EPI teacher are that you are currently teaching, you have 2 years full-time teaching experience, and you have the equivalent of a U.S. bachelor's degree. So now you have read about EPI and our requirements, and you have decided that you want to apply to teach in the USA. Well, how do you get started? The first step is to go to our website, teachwithepi.com. Once you're there, you will scroll down until you see the orange button that says Apply to Teach in the USA. After you answer the eligibility question and click Submit, you will be able to make an account with your email address and start your application. Once you start your application, it is important that you prioritize completing your personal and professional profiles as soon as possible so that you can quickly move to the next stage. So one of the most common questions our candidates ask is, how long does the process take? So EPI's application is designed to make sure that you are able to travel and teach in the U.S. and includes processing all of your documents and then 2 interviews with EPI team members. So that means how long it takes depends on how quickly you can collect and upload the appropriate documents. Here is a list of most of the documents that you will need to upload to your application before you are eligible for school interviews. We ask for copies of all pages of your passport, diploma, transcripts, criminal background checks, proof of employment, and a credential evaluation from an NACES approved company. When you're first starting your application, you should prioritize uploading the passport pages, diplomas, and transcripts because we will need these documents before we can invite you for interviews with EPI team members. Please keep in mind that the only place you should upload these documents is to the official EPI website, which is teachwithepi.com. To protect your privacy, you should never upload any of your documents to Facebook. We will not accept any documents through our Facebook page or messages. So today we have some tips on what you can do to make sure the application process goes as quickly and smoothly as possible. The first step is to read all of our requirements before you apply. You can find a complete list of our requirements on our website. When completing the application, you will need to be sure to read and follow all directions carefully. You will also want to proofread all of your answers, as any typos or mistakes made with spelling and dates can make the process take longer. You will also need to create your account with a valid email address and be checking your email regularly. We will only be able to discuss your application through email, so it's important that you are looking for emails from EPI about your status. Today we would like to also show you a brief video of Suzette from Jamaica sharing her experience with EPI. So here is her story.
When you go to Jamaica, you will hear us greeting each other. Wagwan! It's what's going on? I am Suzette. I am from Montego Bay, Jamaica, and I teach 3rd grade in North Carolina. As a teacher, I think we should prepare kids for the global world, 21st century. So what better way to do it than to experience it myself? Teaching here has exposed me to a plethora of knowledge and skills that I did not have before, even though I was teaching for such a long time. For example, the way we teach math here is that we are introducing many different strategies, and then the kids would choose what they would like to use. Back home, it's not as wide when you think about strategies and skills. So I have strategies to teach that I am eager to share when I go back home.
When you come to Jamaica,
My culture is alive in my classroom every day through visual aids that I have brought with me from Jamaica. I teach them a bit about our native tongue, which is the patois. They enjoy that. They enjoy learning those words. They enjoy listening to me. Tomorrow, well, we are hoping to immerse our audience into our Jamaican culture. So we will have jerk chicken, curry chicken, pudding. We'll be dancing, showing them some of our reggae moves. I hope you'll dance with us tomorrow. I must thank EPI. I know that I can send an email and I will get an answer in no time. So that is like a comfort for me to know that they are at our fingertips, so to speak. And of course, I have recommended people to EPI and I will continue to do so. Any teacher who wishes to come here, it's very important that they come with an open mind. Ask questions, ask for help, and build your community. I think that's very important.
To hear more from our teachers, visit our Facebook page. We have posted several videos of our teachers talking about their cultural exchange experiences. We also post teacher stories on our website, teachwithepi.com. Okay, so now we will be taking the time to address questions. If you have not submitted yours yet, please ask them now. We will be answering all of your questions in the comments section today. So here are some of the most common questions we get at EPI. Lots of applicants want to know how long the EPI program is, and EPI is a 3-year program. People also ask, is there an application fee? So the answer is no, there is no application or placement fee. There are other costs associated with your application, such as the cost of obtaining your diploma or transcripts, but EPI will never charge you an application or a placement fee. Another question we often get is there an age limit? So no, there is no age limit to participate in the EPI program. As long as you meet our basic requirements, you can join regardless of your age. So some of those requirements are that you are currently teaching with at least 2 years full-time teaching experience, you have the equivalent of a U.S. bachelor's degree, and you have advanced English skills. So we also have some other questions that have been on our applicants' minds more recently. Most candidates want to know, is EPI still accepting applications? So yes, EPI is continuing to accept and process applications. If you are interested in teaching in the USA with us, you are able to start your application and put it on hold later if you need to. There is no obligation to continue once you have started the process. For more information about what our application process looks like at this time, please email our admissions team at team@teachwithepi.com. Another question that applicants have is, can I put my application on hold? And yes, you are always welcome to put your application on hold if you do not think it's a good time to continue. You can then choose to resume your application at a time that is better for you and your personal situation. Finally, our applicants have been wondering, how does EPI support teachers during times of uncertainty or emergencies? So EPI always prioritizes the safety of our program members and provides support for any situations that may arise while they're in the United States. For example, since the outbreak of COVID-19, we have been monitoring the situation, providing detailed guidance for our teachers, and operating at a normal capacity so that we can be available for all of our program members. So now that you know more about how to apply, let's talk about next steps. First, if you haven't yet, go to teachwithepi.com and start your application. If you've applied but you have questions about how to continue, email us at team@teachwithepi.com. Finally, go to teachwithepi.com teach.with.epi.com/webinars to sign up for our future webinars and watch all of our previous videos. To end our presentation today, I would like to leave you with this quote as a reminder of why cultural exchange is so important and why we are eager to bring teachers like you to the United States. J. William Fulbright was a U.S. Senator and the founder of the Fulbright Program. He said, "The essence of intercultural education is the acquisition of empathy, the ability to see the world as others see it, and to allow for the possibility that others may see something that we have failed to see or may see it more accurately." EPI is dedicated to helping teachers like you come to the U.S. so that we may learn from each other's unique perspectives, just like Fulbright talks about here. Okay, so that's all for today, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. If you have any further questions, email us at team@teachwithepi.com. Also, be sure to sign up for our webinar mailing list at teachwithepi.com/webinars. On behalf of everyone at EPI, thank you for joining us and have a good day, everyone.